What's up guys, this is Tampatec and I'm going to demonstrate what a robotic vacuum can do that a manual pool vacuum cannot. Now if you guys want, you can skip ahead 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the video, but I think it's important to show you the process of a manual pool cleaning versus a robotic pool cleaning really does for your system. So this is the process I do for cleaning my pool. I connect the vacuum brush to the pole, then connect the hose to the brush, and then immerse the whole entire hose into the water, and you want to make sure water spills out from the top of the hose because you don't want any air in the hose. You're going to have issues vacuuming. Then you want to run that hose through the skimmer and connect it to the skimmer line. And I plugged it into the skimmer line there, and I'm brushing away. Now this process takes about 30 minutes and it's not easy. There's a lot of resistance because it is vacuuming while you're brushing. Now afterwards, I highly suggest turning off your breakers, turning off your whole system, and making sure there's no pressure in your pool filter. You may have to release a valve, and removing the skimmer basket where the pump is, if you have one, and dumping all that debris that vacuum collected. And then you want to remove all the pressure from the pool filter cover and unscrew it. And once you remove that cover, you'll see how dirty your pool filter is. Now, this is after 1 month of using that pool cleaner. And you can see how it's heavy too. And so I'm rinsing it with the hose, fresh water hose. And you can see after 1 month of using that manual pool cleaner, you can see how really dirty it gets. It's a lot of grime and pollen. And because you're using the manual pool cleaner, it goes through your whole system. It pumps and collects in your pool filter. Now, of course, the advantage of having a robotic pool cleaner is that you don't have to do the manual labor of vacuuming, but also you don't have to worry about cleaning your pool filter as much because all that debris goes inside the robotic pool cleaner, the filter baskets. Now, robotic vacuums for your pool tend to cost around $1,000. But you can get one on Amazon for around $600, which is a really good value. This is a 150 watt Optimus wall climbing cleaner. It has about 50 feet of cable, and it comes with 2 large filter baskets. After I open it up, I remove the controller. This is not a remote controller, it's a wired controller, and it only has 3 settings: 1 hour, 2 hours, and 3 hours. And this is the waterproof cable that connects to the control box. Now the control box can't be near water. It's not waterproof, but the power line is going to the robotic vacuum, that is. Now after removing the robotic vacuum from the box, I noticed that there are plastic pieces to the robotic vacuum that were loose or fell off. And this is normal during shipping. This sometimes happens. So don't freak out when you see these plastic pieces that fall off. They easily snap back on, no problem. And they never fell off after this. I had the robotic vacuum for about a week, and I had no issues with the robotic vacuum so far. And this piece just snaps right back on. Not sure why it's not screwed on, but it's easy enough to just go ahead and push it and it snaps on. Now, if the robotic vacuum has a hard time climbing the walls of your pool, they suggest using these foam pads. I just went ahead and installed the foam pads anyway. Once you're done, you want to close both covers tightly and then lock both latches. Now this is a very, very basic control box. Just on and off and cycle button. You can cycle from 1, 2, and 3 hours, and then it automatically turns off after that. Now when you initially first drop it in the pool, it's going to float. So expect to climb in the pool and force it down for a couple seconds to get all the bubbles out. Now, after doing that the first initial time, then it looks like it was running smooth from that point on. Now, the second time I used it, You just put it in the water, and after about 15 seconds, it eventually sinks down to the bottom. You may have to use a pole and force the robotic vacuum to the bottom of the pool. Now, sometimes it does hang up on the side right here, and it'll stay there for about 10 to 15 seconds and eventually drop back down. But for some reason, it takes about like 10 15 seconds for it to go back down into the pool. Now, this is what it sounds like when it's running in the water, and you really don't hear it outside the water, so it's pretty quiet. And it does a pretty good job cleaning right near the surface of the pool water. Now, after a couple hours, this is all the debris that was collected. I have a saltwater pool, so there is some salt deposits in the basket. And you want to use fresh water to rinse the robotic vacuum. And of course, you want to use the freshwater hose, and you want to rinse out the baskets. So you want to rinse the outside and the inside of the robotic vacuum when you're done. And you can see it does a really good job cleaning my pool, and that's after 2 hours of usage. If this video was informative, give me a big thumbs up. If you guys are interested in the Paxis Robotic Pool Cleaner, go ahead and check out the link in the video description below. If you know anyone that has a pool, they may find this video helpful or informational, go ahead and click on the share button below and share this video to them, help someone out. And subscribe, hit that bell notification to stay updated on the latest video.